Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sana, mrs.perfectly.imperfect.keto, where being perfect is overrated and being imperfect is appreciated. Today is our Manic Monday. It is back to reality today from having a hectic but relaxing weekend. It is March 13th, and where we are located is in Florida, so we definitely participated in the spring forward of our clocks going forward 1 hour. So currently right now it is 3:08 p.m. and I am not hungry. I'm going to tell you all right now, I know a lot of us, when we start a carnivore way of eating or when we're doing triple B and E, we basically have this mentality where we get hard on ourselves because we were so used to the mentality that we have to portion control, we have to eat in moderation, and we are not used to the idea of eating until we're comfortably stuffed. But trust me, follow the process, eat those fatty meats until you are comfortably stuffed, because your body is going to go through the adaptation of truly allowing you to really know when you are having a hunger cue. I have been so in tune with what my true hunger cue is in comparison to if I'm just thirsty. After doing this for over 60 days, it is going to happen for you all as well. So if you're just starting off and you're in like your first couple weeks or even within your first 2 months, this just started happening for me almost right before I hit 60 days of triple B&E, where I was just extremely satiated. Give yourself some time. It took time for me as well. So had I ever planned to do 1 meal a day? No, it was not a plan for me. As I mentioned on one of my previous videos, I had a very unhealthy relationship when it came to intermittent fasting. I have to do intermittent fasting naturally. I cannot have it be used as a tool and to basically force myself to be on an intermittent fasting schedule. I need to be able to listen to my body, and if my body is truly having a hunger cue, I'm going to eat. I'm not going to say to myself, no, you cannot eat because you decided to do 1 meal a day and you need to wait. I'm not going to do that to myself. So anytime you see me all ending up doing 1 meal a day, it is simply because I listened to my body and it was not anything that was pre-planned to do 1 meal a day. I definitely had to come out of that mentality because it was just not healthy for me. I just kind of went down a rabbit hole when it came to intermittent fasting and kind of forcing myself to do it for all the wrong reasons. So I don't have anything against intermittent fasting or anyone that's utilizing it. I just have to go into it with a different type of mentality than the way I was doing it previously before. So I don't have any lunch to report, but I can definitely mention, even with it being the afternoon from that yesterday's reintroduction of the shrimp, I have not, as of yet, I have not had any adverse side effects. I felt fine. So the side effects that I'm looking for is definitely if there's any changes at all, like if I'm having any bathroom urgencies, any upset stomach, any basically just any upsets at all. I have not experienced anything, like especially bloating, nothing. I have not had any feelings of my body feeling negative or poor in any way. whether it be bathroom urgency or cramps or bloating, none of the above. I really hope I don't, because that shrimp was just amazing. I absolutely loved it. And it is something that I incorporated on my ketogenic way of eating, especially that red Argentinian shrimp. If you have not tried it before, it is amazing. Definitely give it a try. The local stores that I had found it at is Aldi. Our Sam's Club carries it, as well as Winn-Dixie, where I purchased the ones that I prepared yesterday. But when I tell you, it is so good and so full of flavor. To me, it is very reminiscent of lobster. So if you are like us and you do not have a lobster budget to be using at the grocery store, definitely get yourself some of these red Argentinian shrimp, and it will mind blow you. The taste that they have being so reminiscent like lobster, I literally honestly feel like when I'm eating it that I am truly eating lobster. It's just that good and that much of an exact comparison. But definitely, if you try it, come back and let me know if you also got the same flavor profile when it comes to the red Argentinian shrimp being just like eating lobster. I still have not figured what I'm going to do as of yet for dinner. It has been a hectic day between getting a lot of stuff done in the house, between some light cleaning and a load of laundry, as well as homeschooling my kids. So I definitely want to be able to do something really just simple and easy. My kids actually are wanting cheeseburgers tonight, and they are going to be bunless burgers because, as I mentioned before, my family, all of us together, we're starting a ketogenic journey from January 5th of 2019. So they don't have any, buns or anything like that. What I will say is when I was doing Triple B and E. So I started Triple B and E January 1st of this year, 2023. And throughout my 60 days of Triple B and E, my family had kept keto. They were pretty much ketovore at that point. So for the past couple years, they simply just transitioned to a ketovore way of eating, because that is also what I kind of incorporated in, and because I'm the one that does the grocery shopping as well as the cooking, it's kind of like they simply kind of easily transition to whatever I'm shopping for and whatever I'm doing. I will say, since I have started carnivore, it was officially starting March 2nd of 2023, because I did complete my last day of Triple B and E March 1st. My family has stuck with primarily just having whatever meats I've been eating. They still have some keto items. So like my children, they absolutely love queso cheese, just melted queso cheese. They absolutely love it. I do buy the cleanest version that I found available for them. But when I tell you, if that is all they want is just that queso melted cheese to dip their meat in, that is most definitely 95 or 98% better than what they would ever have on the standard American diet. So I definitely consider that a huge win for them. They have not, and when I tell you, my kids were very unique because they loved vegetables. They were not like some kids out there that they despise vegetables. They loved vegetables, but even today, they are happy doing without it. They have not really asked for anything in terms of vegetables, or even on keto, they were having strawberries and blueberries and blackberries, raspberries, you name it. When it came to the berries, they loved it and they would have it, but they have not asked for any of that as well. So will they in the future? Possibly. But for now, it's definitely given me the impression that they've been able to see what I've been doing for over 60 days now. And it's almost as if it is truly, I was able to lead by example, and they had gotten just the wanting of doing this way of eating just because mom's doing it. So it may change in the near future or it could not. But I just want you all to kind of take that as, don't worry that you are the only one doing this in your household, because really truly everyone is going to see what you're doing. Everyone is going to see how great you're feeling. They're going to see all the differences, and they have to truly make the decision for themselves. You know, even though these are my children, and as a mother and as their advocate, I make a lot of decisions for them, but I also try to give them their independence when it comes to them making their own choices as well. I like to be able to be open with them, that we can discuss it and kind of weigh the pros and the cons for the situation, because that is what I'm going to expect of them when they leave our house, you know, when they leave the nest. That is the critical thinking skills they are going to have to use in life. They're going to have to weigh their pros and their cons. So I try to get them familiar with that from now. Only that way it's that much easier when they have to start to adult. So I just wanted to share that because I know that is a struggle that I've seen a lot of you go through, is that you are the only one. And right now you feel like you would love for your whole house to do this way of eating. Take care of you first. Just as it said, we cannot pour from an empty cup or glass. Take care of yourself first. Fill up your cup or your glass, and once you've got to the point where that cup or that glass is filling over, then you have so much to be able to share at that point. And even at that point, you cannot put any forcefulness on anyone, whether it's your children, your spouse, your friends. Everyone has to be able to make the decision for themselves, because you definitely don't want anyone to feel like you are forcing or they are going through any sort of punishment. Of course, when it comes to our kids, sometimes they don't really understand the magnitude of how bad the standard American diet foods are for them. And depending on their age, they possibly, it's just something that cannot be explained to them. I can tell you, when it comes to my 6-year-old, for him it was very easy because he literally went straight from the breast to eating ketogenic foods. So there's really not really anything to explain to him, because he has not experienced the full grunt or the full extent of what standard American diet food is. So for him, it was a lot easier. There's really no explanation that has to be told to him, because this is truly the only foods, when it comes to whole foods, it's truly the only foods he's really ever known of in the household. But of course, you know, we go grocery shopping and he sees things. He sees all these, you know, candies and cookies, and I have to explain it to him in simple terms, and you'll be surprised. You know, sometimes we don't give our children enough credit. There is so much that they are capable of understanding than we probably even know, or than we think. So even when it comes to my 6-year-old, he is very advanced for his age. So I can definitely have a lot more leniency with him to explain to him what those cookies and what those candies will do for his body and what they will not do for his body. So I definitely explain to him all the cons when it comes to eating that way and, basically eating the standard American diet. Well, I'm going to figure what we are going to have for dinner as well as getting some me time in now that I've taken care of the kids and everything in the household. So I will check in with you all later once I get dinner prepared. All right, friends, I am back. I do have my dinner now plated up. Currently, right now, it is 5:55 p.m. So 5 minutes before 6 p.m. and I am ready for some food. My hunger cue has definitely kicked in now. So I have 4 air fried burger patties. I have shown you all how I do my air fried burger patties. It is simply on a wire rack in my Ninja Foodie. I air fry it at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 minutes. I do not do any flipping. This has allowed me to get crispy edges, but still having a juicy burger center. On the side, I have 3 over easy eggs. Everything is salted. And as you can see, I have some pats of butter. 2 have already melted. So the burger patties that I use are these ones that I mentioned to you all that I get frozen at Sam's Club. It has been the cheapest currently right now at being $4 per pound for ground beef, purchasing it this way. And as you can see on the packaging, each burger patty is 1/3 pound, and there are 18 patties to the package. All right, friends, so I'm going to go ahead and eat while this is still hot. I want to thank you all for joining me on this Monday. I appreciate you all, friends. Take care.